Yo, what is going on, guys? It's C-Brev. Welcome to another MLB The Show 20 card review. In this one, I'm going over 86 overall face of the franchise Yoan Moncada from the Chicago White Sox. This card is obtainable through getting 50 points with the White Sox Team Affinity. If you want to know the best way to complete Team Affinities, there's a ton of content on my channel about it. Links are in the description below. And I will say, this card may be both a short-term and long-term good investment for you because I think the White Sox Team Affinity is going to have a lot of gems this year. I think we could see a Chris Sale flashback. I think we could see a new Mark Burley card since he's a new legend. We could get a good Mark Burley card. And then obviously I think Frank Thomas is probably going to be a part of this White Sox Affinity as well as Paul Konerko. So a lot of good options later in the year, a lot of great legends to try out. So I like the White Sox Affinity a lot. But let's talk about Yoan Moncada. This card is a freak. I've never had so much fun using a card. This card destroys the ball, plays good defense, has above average speed. This card just has everything you could want. He can play anywhere in the infield except shortstop as well, which is huge. Switch hitter, hit pretty close to his attribute distribution. Most of my home runs were against righties, but he still hit for a really good, really high average versus lefties, just not as many home runs. So, yeah, this card has a glitchy swing. Overall, I think this card is just a glitch. I really had a lot of fun using Yoan Moncada. Would recommend to anyone. Great card. Let's take a look at the stats I got. 37 at-bats, 7 home runs. So that's about 1 out of a little, yeah, it's 1 out of 5.5, I think. A little less than that, which is really high. 2 doubles as well. I hit 432 and had a 1529 OPS, which is just crazy. Granted, about 4/5 of my at-bats were against righties, which is his better side. But in baseball, you face a right-handed pitcher a lot more than you face a left-handed pitcher. So that's just kind of a product of your environment there. As far as the splits, he actually hit for a higher average versus lefties, which surprised me. Not by a lot, but he still did. But yeah, 429 versus righties in 28 at-bats is pretty insane. 6 homers versus righties as opposed to 1 home run versus lefty. That 1 home run versus a lefty was actually off Hal Newhouser, which is also good news because Hal Newhouser is really tough to hit. I don't know, man. I really enjoyed this card. I think he's an amazing hitter. I didn't have any problems with him defensively. You can play him in a lot of different positions. He's a switch hitter. He's got good speed. I don't know what more you could really want out of a card, and I'm not entirely sure how his overall is only an 86 because this card plays completely out of his mind. I would highly recommend this to anyone who was even thinking about getting this card. So, as always, we'll rate the card how he rates in the meta, and we'll rate him compared to how much he costs. How he rates in the meta, I'll give him an A. Nothing bad to say about him, to be honest. The vision might be a little low, but you can't have it all, I suppose, early in the year. And for the price, kind of hard to say with face of the franchise guys. If you're doing exchanges, I'll drop him down to a B+ because exchanges are pretty expensive right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed this card review. Drop a comment down below if you want me to review anyone specifically. I'm finally getting around to these better cards to review, and I'm getting around to a lot of the comments that I've seen on previous videos. I tried to tailor my roster around the cards that you guys want to see reviewed. So drop a comment if you want to see someone. Enjoy these clips, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. I literally could not have hit that any better. Let's go. At least we got a double. I'll 100% of the time. And we get to pitch another inning. Oh! Let's go. The Moncada walk-off. I was gonna anyway, Mitch. Stay fair, man. Let's go. Nowhere. Oh, we tried to go with the high sinker, chat. Look at that swing. Let's go. It's one of the worst swings I've taken all game. Moncada is still a freak. Ambly, it's really rough with guys that are slow. Stay fair! Early again! Oh! Moncada, get out. Perfect, perfects, back to back. I told you guys, do not, if you ever play me, do not fucking use Lee Smith. That's all I'm going to say with Moncada at the plate. I think he thinks he's worse against righties, and he is not. Dude, this fucking game.